The man was horrified to discover that the workings of the world seem to revolve around prime numbers. For example, apples always have 5-petaled blossoms. Most flowers have 3, 5, or 13 petals, and even human DNA is structured into 23 pairs. Perhaps the mysteries of the universe are hidden within these prime numbers. However, just as he passionately explained his discovery to Professor Robert, his teacher abruptly interrupted him. Even Newton, who delved into theology in his later years, wouldn't have dared to propose such absurd theories.
Shouldn't waste your time on this. I have seen others waste theirs, and it's...
What do you mean? What other?
Doesn't matter, I shouldn't have said that. It's just that you need to drop this.
The conversation ended on a sour note, leaving Edward frustrated. He headed to the library, determined to find research papers on prime numbers. But strangely, the already limited number of references was being rapidly deleted from the database right before his eyes. Sensing something was wrong, he returned to his dorm room, only to find his drawer had been opened and his research report on prime numbers missing. Panicked, Edward questioned the dorm manager, only to learn that Professor Robert had recently borrowed the key. Edward wanted answers, but the professor had seemingly vanished after leaving a voice recording bidding farewell to his family. During this time, Edward made countless phone calls, but none went through. In desperation, he borrowed the school's landline to call the professor, and this time, the call was answered. When Edward demanded an explanation, the professor's voice trembled with fear. "Stop your research. If you continue, it'll lead to your death." But Edward, young and defiant, dismissed the warning. Under the cover of night, he sneaked into the school building. After breaking a window, he entered the office and began searching frantically through drawers and cabinets. He searched every corner but found no trace of his report. The only place left to check was the trash bin. The commotion attracted the campus security. Edward explained that he was simply trying to retrieve his stolen work, accusing the professor of not only taking it but intending to destroy it. However, the school board seemed more concerned with whether the research report had been thoroughly destroyed and if any copies existed. This left Edward utterly confused. Then came a bombshell. News broke that the professor had driven alone to a remote garage, recorded a final message to his wife, and committed suicide by carbon monoxide poisoning.